Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. We are looking at a really fascinating breakdown of clinical data today regarding a single supplement called Revivify. Look, if you're the kind of person who likes cutting through all the wellness noise to look at actual, hard biological pathways, well, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to examine the exact biomarkers and the literal mechanisms of action at play here.
Right off the bat, we have to address the elephant in the room. I mean, can one single supplement scientifically target the entire body? It's completely natural to be a bit skeptical here. We all see vague wellness trends pop up literally every single day. But what we are looking at today isn't some passing trend. It is direct, evidence-based science. We're going to explore the exact biological pathways that allow one integrated composition to systematically affect everything from your brain all the way down to your skin.
So according to the clinical data, there are 36 proven health benefits linked to Revivify. Now, how is that physically possible? Well, it basically comes down to a root cause to whole body effect. Think of it like a giant puzzle, or better yet, a biological domino effect. When you make one very specific cellular change at the microscopic level, it cascades through every major system in the human body.
To keep this massive list of 36 benefits manageable for us today, we've broken the science down into 4 interconnected chapters. We'll quickly cover the science of cellular defense, the gut-brain axis, heart and metabolic health, and finally, immunity, aging, and longevity.
Starting right off with Chapter 1, the science of cellular defense. To understand how the whole body can be optimized, we first have to zoom all the way in to the microscopic cellular level. This is the root cause. This is exactly where both disease and vitality begin.
To really grasp this, we just need to define 2 quick things. First up is oxidative stress. That is simply cellular damage caused by free radicals that are constantly attacking your cells. Second is SOD, or Superoxide Dismutase. SOD is an antioxidant enzyme that acts as your ultimate cellular shield. It steps in to neutralize those free radicals before they can destroy your cellular tissue, and Revivify specifically delivers this SOD right to the cellular level.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how that defense turns into real physical energy. It's a 3-step process. Step 1. Revivify introduces a prebiotic fiber into the gut for fermentation. Step 2. This produces short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs. And then, Step 3. Protected by that SOD shield and fueled by the SCFAs, your cells efficiently convert glucose into ATP. ATP is the fundamental energy currency of your cells. So essentially, this process is giving you a much better exchange rate from the food you eat, keeping your cellular engine running incredibly clean.
Let's move to Chapter 2 and see how this builds into the gut-brain axis. You see, the energy we just talked about doesn't just sit there in the gut. It actually travels up a massive communication highway directly to your mind via the vagus nerve.
Here's the thing about brain cells. They have the highest energy demand of any cell in your entire body, and that makes them incredibly vulnerable to oxidative damage. By actually delivering SOD across the blood-brain barrier, which is a huge deal, Revivify protects these neurons. This leads to some major neurological upgrades. We're talking improved memory, better brain-muscle coordination, and notably, the clearing of that stubborn mental fog. The science shows this fog lifts because Revivify directly drops neuroinflammation markers, specifically inflammatory proteins called cytokines like TNF-alpha and IL-6.
Honestly, it gives the phrase "trust your gut" a whole new meaning when you realize that over 90% of the body's serotonin is actually produced down there. Serotonin is your primary mood-regulating neurotransmitter. By modulating beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus, this mechanism doesn't just protect your brain's structure, it physically supports your mood right at the source. It is just a fascinating biological connection.
That brings us right into Chapter 3, Heart and Metabolic Health. We've just seen how cellular defense protects the brain, but now let's look at how those exact same microscopic mechanisms physically heal your circulatory and metabolic systems.
Now, what's really interesting about this data is that it acts as a direct scientific proof sequence. We aren't guessing here, the biomarkers tell the whole story. For the heart, we actually see a reduction in 8-isoprostane, which is the gold standard marker for oxidative stress. For blood vessels, it stops cholesterol from dangerously oxidizing, and that's proven by a drop in the MDA biomarker. And for your arteries, it literally helps clear out the dead cellular debris that causes plaque, verified by a reduction in the 4-HNE biomarker. It's systematically clearing roadblocks and reducing the mechanical strain on your cardiovascular system.
And the benefits extend right into your metabolism. By reducing oxidative stress in pancreatic and muscle cells, insulin sensitivity is restored. But the most fascinating mechanism here, and this is a real game changer, is that this gut microbiome modulation actually stimulates the natural production of the GLP-1 hormone. Yes, that's the exact same hormone targeted by today's most advanced diabetes and weight management medications, but here it's supported naturally through balanced gut ecology.
All right, we are now entering our final chapter: immunity, aging, and longevity. Everything we've covered so far, the cellular energy, the neurological clarity, the metabolic efficiency, it all ties back to the ultimate goal of long-term survival and cellular vitality. To do their jobs, your immune cells, like T cells and natural killer cells, absolutely need protection from free radicals. Revivify provides that armor. But beyond just immunity, the data shows a targeted reduction in COX-2 joint inflammation. Now, COX-2 is the exact inflammatory enzyme that heavy-duty pharmaceutical arthritis medications target. The clinical data reveals Revivify naturally attenuates this exact same pathway using antioxidant and polyphenol activity. That means you get the structural joint relief, but without the harsh gastrointestinal side effects.
Comparing the internal gut microbiome with the external skin microbiome tells a really profound story. Dermatological science confirms the gut-skin axis, which basically means when you balance the bacteria in your gut, your skin bacteria naturally balances out as well. Furthermore, by delivering that SOD internally, it prevents lipid peroxidation in your skin cell membranes. Lipid peroxidation is literally the oxidation of fats that makes your cell membranes rigid, which is exactly what causes wrinkles and sagging. So we're talking about cellular-level anti-aging from the inside out.
To summarize these ultimate longevity benefits, we have to talk about stress. We all deal with it, right? Daily chronic stress produces cortisol, which in turn generates massive amounts of oxidative stress throughout your entire body. By continuously neutralizing these free radicals, Revivify is physically repairing the cellular damage caused by chronic daily stress, social stress, and even the massive biological trauma of post-surgery recovery.
In established gerontology, the free radical theory of aging is one of the most accepted scientific theories regarding why we actually get older. It states that cumulative oxidative damage drives cellular aging, period. Therefore, neutralizing free radicals at the root cause isn't just some temporary nutritional fix. It is a literal biological shield against the fundamental aging process itself.
So, the crucial point is this. We've seen the 36 dominoes fall. We've seen exactly how stopping oxidative stress at the cellular level cascades into better brain function, a stronger heart, a balanced metabolism, and true biological longevity. Which leaves us with one final, pretty exciting question to think about. If your cells are finally protected and your gut is properly fueled, what could your body achieve next? Thank you so much for joining me to explore the fascinating science of Revivify. I hope this explainer empowered you with a much deeper understanding of your own cellular health. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.